Hey guys, this is episode 4 of my chat app using Ionic 3 and Firebase series, and in this video we are going to see how to actually design the profile tab in our application. So my last video was a pretty much long one, and I had to cut it into two parts, so we'll just jump right into this episode. What I have here is the previously created screens. Today we are going to work on the profile screen. Get into profile.html. If you remember, in our profile screen we had the profile image in the center and the nickname of the user and a logout button. All those three components we had, right? Let's go ahead and code those components now. First of all, we'll code the SCSS file. It's pretty much similar to the SCSS file we had in our profile picture screen. That is the screen that we created in our last episode. So we'll just copy that and then paste it here. Okay, get into profile.html now, and let's start with the actual coding. Okay, we'll just do with the simple divs. Okay, okay, we have the what's this profile page now, and let's write the corresponding backend code for this. So first what we need to do is, once the user clicks on the profile tab, the data should get loaded. The data corresponding to that user should get loaded onto our profile tab, right? Then only you can edit or view his details or log out maybe. So in order to get the data into the screen, we'll use a load data or load user details function. So I'll just Ion view use a lifecycle hook will enter this dot load user details. Okay. And then load user details. In this, what we'll do is we'll have a separate, in our user provider we'll have a separate get user details. Okay, and inside this we need the user details pertaining to that particular user, right? So Firebase dot there are two ways to do this. One is you can simply, since we have stored the user with UID as the key, since we have stored the user with UID as the key, we can simply access that particular node with that particular key, particular UID of that user. So what I'm going to do is, I'll show you Firebase. There are two ways of doing this. One is Firebase dot database dot ref users plus, and you can give the Firebase dot auth dot current user dot UID, which would mean that we are wait, I'll show you. See, here if I suppose give Firebase dot auth dot current user dot UID like this, then what this means indirectly, then what this means indirectly is that I am using this key, right? So the current user UID will be one of these things, right? You get my point, right? So I can directly pinpoint to this particular data by giving by writing code like this. This is the beauty of NoSQL databases. Anyway, the other way of doing this would be, we already have a reference for the users collection here, right? Fire data. So we can simply do this dot fire data dot child firebase dot auth dot current user dot UID dot then once value snapshot. We'll give you this inside a promise equals new promise resolve. Here I'll give resolve snapshot dot web. Okay, you understand what I have done here, right? I'm simply accessing the particular user based on his UID, the logged in user's details from the user's collection, and then returning it back to the calling function. So where is it? Yeah, here. So I'll import this. I'll copy the import from somewhere. Profile picture.ts import is there, right? Yeah. Obviously you need the image handler as well, so I'll copy that as well. Get back here and paste it. And then add that here, public user service, user provider. So this dot user service dot get user details dot then we'll add this dot, oh sorry, avatar and avatar. One more thing, what's that? That will be a string, right? One more thing is display name. Display name. This dot display name equal to res dot display name. And we'll run that inside a zone so that we can see a real-time effect. So zone ng zone, sorry, public zone ng zone. This dot zone dot run. This dot avatar equals res dot photo URL. Okay, you understand what I have done here, right? When we enter the view, when we enter the tab, so when the user navigates to this particular tab, he should see his details, right? His image, profile image, and his nickname and a logout button. That's what he is going to see. So to get that details onto this page, what I'm doing here is I am simply calling a load user details, which will get his details from the user's collection and display it. That's all. So now once the details are displayed, what are we going to do about this? First, let's check whatever we have done so far runs or not. So Ionic serve -l test user at test.com test 1 2 3. I'll just click on login, click on profile. You can obviously see placeholder image and nickname, and tap on your picture or nickname to change it. What we have, I mean, in essence, whatever code we have written, let's just check another user. Okay, this guy tester4 we'll check. Okay, logout button won't work. Also, our logout button should be, it's not clear. Test user 4 tester4 at test.com. See, you can see the profile image getting loaded, right? Anyway, let's move on with the code. So if we click on this, first we'll do the tester name, okay, nickname. If we click on this name, we should get an alert which enables us to edit this particular user's name, right? Let's write code for that. First, if you notice here, we have an edit name method. So I'm getting into profile.ts and then edit name. Okay, and this will have the this will show the alert into which the user can type in his new name. So okay, first, so for that we will first include the alert controller from Ionic Angular alert controller, and here also I will include public alert controller. Okay, and then inside this I will have let alert equals this dot alert control dot create. Okay, we can have a title first. Title will be edit nickname, right? Nickname. And then what else? Sorry. Inputs will be an array, obviously, and inside this array we will have name, nickname, and one more field, placeholder nickname. Okay, and after that inputs will have buttons. Buttons will once again be an array. The first button we'll have is a cancel button. Okay, text cancel, role cancel, and then a handler. This will do nothing, obviously. We'll have one more button. This button will be a text. Oh, why is this showing? Okay, we need one more. Text will be a edit, and then handler data. Handler is just a function that specifies what you would do when you click that button, guys. That's all. Okay, don't get confused or something, because alert button, this is inside an alert, right? And then inside this, if data.nickname, we are just checking whether the user has actually entered a nickname. And if data.nickname, then this dot user service dot update display name, data.nickname. Obviously we don't have that function in the user service, so let's go ahead and create that now. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. So update display name, new name. Okay, and we should update it in two areas, right? First one is this dot af auth dot current user dot update profile. Update profile is here, and inside this what are all the stuff we need to do? Display name, this will be new name, and photo URL will be the previously existing photo URL. We are not going to change that, right? So this dot afir auth dot current user dot photo URL. Okay, you get my point, right? And once if this is successful, then we will update that in our users collection as well, so that it gets reflected in it gets used up in other areas also. We would use the updated value. So this dot fire data dot this dot fire child firebase dot auth dot current user dot uid dot update values will be name will be the same name, so I'm sorry, so name will be the one we are changing. So display name will be new name obviously, and photo URL will be the photo URL of this dot afire auth dot for current user dot photo URL. And one more field we have, right? What is that one more field? Display name photo URL UID will be this dot afire auth dot UID, sorry, auth dot current user dot UID. Okay, this is done. So update this, yeah, it's done. And if both, will get the errors as well. Catch error, reject error, catch error, reject error. Resolve, reject. Resolve. Okay, I hope you understand what I have done here. I have simply updated the display name, guys, that's all, nothing complicated in this. So we'll return this promise, done, right? Now go back to profile.ts, not profile picture.ts, and then here just add then response if res.success then, oh, we didn't, obviously my laptop is hanging, hold on guys. If we do this, then it won't hang. Where was I? Yeah, if response.success, then we'll have an alert, another alert. Let status alert equals this dot alert control dot create buttons. Okay, here I'll, if this is success, then I'll give this dot, sorry, this dot status, not this dot, status alert dot title, set title updated status alert dot set subtitle your nickname has been changed successfully. And nickname would obviously not have a space. Who gave a space? Okay, and status alert dot present, done. Okay, else So we have written code to update the user's nickname. So let's see if this works. So far what we have written so far works fine. So I'll give Ionic server-l tester4 at test.com. And in the profile, now if we click on this, we should technically get an alert, and then we should be able to change this name. Let's see. Okay, something is wrong. Edit. Oh, all right. Oh, sorry guys. I haven't given anything here, right? This is done. So the buttons are done, and here it is alert control.create is done. We'll close this and alert dot present. See, you get this, right? A beautiful alert saying edit nickname. Now instead of tester4, I'll add a tester4 demo. Okay. Then I'll click on, first I'll show the cancel, nothing happens, right? Tester4 demo, edit. If everything goes fine, we should see a success message, which we are seeing currently. So our nickname has been changed successfully, right? Let's click on OK. Here it has not been updated. Why has it not been updated? Because we have written the code in such a way. First let's check with, see, tester4 demo has been updated in Firebase. Now to update there, what we'll do is status alert.present, this is okay, and we already have imported the zone, right? Zone.run. This dot what was that, display name equals data dot nickname. Okay, I'm clicking on profile, tester4 demo appears. I'm clicking on this, new name, my nickname, clicking on edit. Your nickname has been changed successfully, and we can see the new nickname has been updated as well. So now one part of our profile picture has been completed, profile tab has been completed. Now the next thing we'll do is log out. Okay, we'll just, any of you would have already implemented this, still I'll do it so that those of you who have not done this would do it now. Firebase is not imported, right? I usually don't import Firebase unless there is a scenario that especially requires this, because I'll be doing most of my logic in the providers, right? So I won't. Anyway, Firebase dot auth dot sign out, sorry, not auth dot sign out dot then nothing. We can just do a console.log, but it won't have any effect because the user has already logged out, right? Logged out. This is just for your satisfaction. Obviously this is not going to be showing up on a device or something. Anyway, we have written the firebase.logout, but upon successful logout, what you need to do is we'll remove this console.log, no use of that. What you need to do actually is this .nav control.setroot login page. Okay, you get my point, right? So let's see if this works as well. I'm clicking on profile, nickname is there, clicking on logout, it works fine, right? But what is this? Tabs are being shown on the once we log out. So how to tackle this problem? So in order to tackle this problem, what you need to do is get into the code. That's a simple fix, no issues. instead of nav control dot set root, give nav control dot parent dot parent dot set root. Okay, now if you see, click on login, click on profile. Now if you click on logout, the tabs do not appear, right? So yeah, now we have completed two parts. One is changing the nickname, the display name, and the logout. The third is the changing the display picture. So if you remember, in our previous video, we wrote code for selecting an image from our phone system and updating it to Firebase, right? So we can make use of that same code here also. There's literally no change, right? We need to select a new image and then select a new image and then update it on Firebase. So let's go ahead and write similar code. So what we have done here, we are having a choose image, and then once the image is chosen, we are having an update and proceed. Update and proceed, we used button separately, right? Okay, let's go to profile.ts and write a new function for, we'll have the logout at the end and the display name in the middle, edit name in the middle, and then edit image. Okay, and we'll have the service for image handler providers there, right? We'll include that as well. Public image handler provider. Okay, and inside this, what we'll do is this dot image handler dot how did we write there? First is upload image and the second one is update image, right? Upload image dot then you will get an URL and you need to update that with the thing. You will get an URL and you can simply this dot zone dot run this dot what was that, photo URL equals URL photo URL, not photo, avatar, sorry, avatar. What's the error now? Okay, this is an object. Okay, now this will be updated, and also we'll write code this dot image handler dot update image, not image handler, user, right? User service dot update image, and in that we'll pass this URL dot then response. This is how it's here, right? And response any, if response or success, this dot. Okay, okay, then we'll have this code also here. Wait, I'll show you. If response dot success, okay, if response dot success, let status alert. We already have that, right? We'll copy that. We'll copy this and then paste it here, and we'll copy this as well, paste it here, and we'll remove this here. Okay, and status alert, we had three things, right? We'll copy these three, and then dog is barking outside, guys. I don't know, dogs start barking at any time during the night, I guess, so excuse for those sounds. And what we'll continue what we were doing here. yeah, if response to not success, then we'll simply do this updated. Your image has been changed, your profile pic has been changed successfully, and status alert.present. Wow, cool, right? Okay. Now if it was not successful, else or not else, we'll write a catch because we are rejecting there, right? So catch error. Now we'll give the failure cases. Failed, your profile pic was not changed. Okay, this is done as well, and this then okay, let's go ahead and run this code and see if this actually works. I guess that's it, right? Yeah, almost that's it. One of our friends actually told me to remove this alert thing, since that response.success, that you will understand. I have given it under reject, right? Errors I have given under reject, so that else part won't work whatever happens. So he told me to move this inside a catch block. Okay, thanks for that guy, for that person for mentioning this. Thanks, by the way. So now let's run this code and see if this actually works. I think this episode will also be a long one. My battery is almost finished. Anyway, let's not waste time. So to connect my mobile, I have to remove my mouse, sacrifice my mouse rather. Wow, it works, right? Now let me just check whether the code for updating our image works fine. So I'll tap on the image. See, your profile picture has been changed successfully. I'm tapping on OK to see if my profile picture has been changed, and it has been changed. So you get my point, right? Now our profile tabs is completely ready. I can change the nickname as well from here. You get my point, right? My new name, and I can log out, obviously. That's it, guys. That's it for this episode. Now in this episode we have seen how to, we have completely designed our profile page. With this, if you notice, with this our user management section of this app has been completely finished. We can now log in, sign up, choose a profile picture for that user, edit the profile details of that user, log out, and do a password reset. These are now if you see the path we have come forward, we have come so far. You can see that with this current stage of the application, you can create any, you can use this template for any other application. Now in this video series we are seeing chat application, right? But in case you want to make some other application, you can proceed on with the same steps that we have seen so far and create a complete user management system for the application, and then from here on you can move forward and build your own application as per your desire. So if someone else is in need of a user management system, you can obviously take this code or refer this code and then create your own system based on this. So yeah guys, if you have any doubts based on this complete user system, kindly let me know. I have become a bit busy since I'm writing another application as well, since I have another work as well. So going forth, I'll release 1 episode per week or 2 episodes per week. Okay. And finally, great thanks to our patrons. 2 of them actually pledged. 2 of them actually became my patrons on patreon.com. Inochu, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, and one more person, Sudeep Lahiri. So thanks to both of you guys. With your help, with your support only, I'm able to do this. And if you would like to become my patron, kindly visit the link given in the description. So thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys in my next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.